Hello guys, welcome to EduTap. Myself Kritika and I welcome you to this video dedicated to NABARD Grade A 2023 examination. So in this particular video, we are going to discuss all the aspects of this examination that you need to know to prepare for it, right? So the things that we are going to discuss in this video are pattern, eligibility, syllabus, cutoffs, and then at the end I'll also tell you the expected vacancies in the year 2023, right? So let's get started. I would request you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. You'll get a lot of videos that are quality and that are regular and will help you in RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A, SEBI Grade A, right? Coming to the pattern first, very important thing whenever you start preparing for the examination, सबसे पहले you want to know the pattern. So this examination of NABARD Grade A has three phases. Phase 1, or we call it as the preliminary examination, which is to shortlist you for being able to sit in phase 2, which is called as the mains examination. The marks of the mains are then used to call you for the interview or the phase 3 stage. So these are the three phases you have to go through, and then finally after your interview, your phase 2 marks and your phase 3 marks are calculated and a merit list is created and you are shortlisted as the officer at NABARD, right? So talking about now the pattern of phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, I'll decode for you easily so that it becomes very easy for you to understand कि कब क्या होता है, ठीक है? तो सबसे पहला एग्जाम इज फेज 1 और प्रिलिमिनरी. सो दिस एग्जामिनेशन हैज 8 सब्जेक्ट्स. तो 8 सब्जेक्ट्स आर देयर इन टोटल. यू कैन सी हियर रीजनिंग, इंग्लिश, कंप्यूटर नॉलेज, क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड, डिसीजन मेकिंग, जनरल अवेयरनेस, इकोनॉमिक्स, सोशल इश्यूज, एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट. Abhi, for the students, usually when they are preparing for NABARD, they think that I need to have agriculture degree or I need to study a lot of agriculture, so probably I won't be able to prepare for it. Let me tell you here. Let's see the 8 subjects. Reasoning, English, CK, computer, decision making, GA are very common, right? Decision making is not that common, but it is not that difficult to prepare, okay? So these are the very common subjects. Apart from that, economics and social issues is a subject again where usually how you cover what is all there, I'm going to discuss with you further, but this is a subject which is can be covered again easily. Now there is only one subject which demands you to study agriculture and rural development, and mind you, it is not an expertise level paper, it's a general paper on agriculture. That means if you study the required syllabus, you are prepared for this examination, ठीक है? Let's see the division of marks also. One question is of 1 mark, so there are total 200 questions for 200 marks, out of which ARD 40 marks का है, ESI again 40, 20 का हो गया GA. So these 100 marks set aside out of 200. अब the rest of the 100 marks are divided into reasoning 20, English 30, computer 20, quant 20, and then decision making 10. So this is the rest set of marks 100. ठीक है? This division you have to keep in mind 100 की. ठीक है जी? So 200 questions are there. You have to do those in a span of 2 hours. There is no sectional timing. Yes, you heard that right. There is no timing that इतनी देर में ये section खत्म करना है. Rather, you get 2 hours cumulatively and you can toggle in between the sections, right? And the paper is bilingual, Hindi as well as English. Only the English language paper will only be in English. Rest all the papers are in both the languages, okay? Now the very important thing, the 8 subjects are actually divided into the qualifying section and the merit section. So the qualifying section means that you need to clear the sectional cutoff. You just need to score a minimum marks in the 5 subjects, wherein the final cutoff will be derived from 3 subjects and not 8. This is why the division of 100 and 100. So the 100 marks of GA, ESI and ARD will be used to derive the final cutoff. That means you do not need to score 20 on 20 in reasoning, you do not need to score 30 on 30 in English, 20 on 20 in computer. No, there is just a sectional cutoff that you have to clear, and cumulative marks 100 of these subjects are not required, okay? So this is the phase 1, the very first important step for the examination. So basically a very light thing I want to share with you. Students who are not very good in content reasoning, this exam is said to be for them. Why? Because here they have just to get a decent score. I'll tell you what that score is when we discuss the cutoff. Okay, so if you're not good in quant reasoning, अच्छा नहीं आता, तो ये पेपर आपके लिए बहुत अच्छे से है. On the other hand, अगर आता है आपको, तो that means आपको, you have to put in effort in other subjects, because here reasoning and quant are not that important, right? Now, talking about the phase 2 of this examination. So, once you clear the phase 1, you have to sit in phase 2, which is the mains examination. Now, there again, there are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2, 100 marks each. So paper 1 is basically your general English. Descriptive paper you have to type on keyboard. Please do not forget, some people have this confusion that descriptive means you have to write on pen paper. No, here computer typing, a keyboard is given and you have to type on the screen. Okay. So online descriptive questions are there, 3 in number, 100 marks ke. 90 minutes are given cumulatively, right? Now what are these 3 questions? They are reading comprehension, you have to solve essay, letter. They can be a précis also. Précis is like a report writing thing. So but there'll be then choice between, let's say, letter or précis. Okay. Usually there are 3 questions. Now paper 2 is economics and social issues plus ARD. It's a combined paper actually. This is actually the snippet of real notification of NABARD. So they came up with the addendum that ARD we missed, so they put it later on. But ARD is there. So there is a combined paper of ES and ARD, the same subjects, economic, social issues, agri and rural development, that you studied in phase 1. So now the paper is divided into 2 parts, objective and descriptive. तो objective में MCQs mark करने हैं, 30 questions आएंगे 50 marks के. Descriptive में you have to like type 4 questions, 6 होते हैं, you have to choose 4, वो भी 50 marks के. तो cumulatively for paper 2 you get 120 minutes. 30 minutes पहले मिलेंगे to solve the objective. Once that is done, automatically your descriptive paper will start, right? So this is the way your phase 2 is conducted. Another question that you might be having in mind, वैसे वो तब आता है when you are preparing sincerely for the examination. Is there a gap between paper and paper 2? Between paper and paper 2, so yes, there is a gap of like 2 hours or 3 hours between first paper and second paper, but there is no gap between the objective and descriptive of paper 2. Okay, once your objective is done, directly descriptive starts. So this is the way your phase 2 is conducted. So very important thing you have to note down, cutoffs in phase 1 and phase 2 are applied on individual tests and on total score. That means when the total score will come for phase 2, तो English का, general English का cutoff will be separate, ESI ARD का cutoff will be separate and final score अलग से आएगा. ठीक है, यही phase 1 में भी होता है, right? So this is the way your paper is conducted for phase 2. अभी चलते हैं phase 3 के पास. तो once you are done with phase 2, then you are called for interview. The calling ratio for interview is 1:3, which means that for every 1 post, 3 people are called for interview. That means out of 3, 1 is selected. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब if you are going in interview, your chance in getting selected is almost 33%. Because you are going in the interview. So that is pretty high. Abhi you go there and you do really well, your chances become very, very high. Coming back to the phase 3 interview, like how is the state? So 50 marks interview is there actually. Examination, the candidates who are appearing in the examination will be shortlisted for interview on the basis of their mains marks. And then finally, your mains plus your interview marks will be used to make a merit list. Okay, this is what is written here. Okay, that means phase 1 सिर्फ qualifying है. You just clear the preliminary examination and you come to phase 2 and phase 3, right? Now, that is about the pattern. I hope pattern is pretty clear in your mind, that what are the phases you have to go through the examination, how descriptive paper is there, how is the objective paper, even the marks division. Second, very, very important thing is eligibility. Why have I kept it as second? Because obviously you first need to know the syllabus, the pattern of the examination. If you do not know, it will not be feasible for you to even prepare. But we have seen students that they start preparing keeping not the eligibility in mind, and when the notification comes, they see the notification, then they're like, oh, I'm into the preparation and I realize I'm not even eligible for it. So no such thing should happen with you, because you are watching this video, right? So the eligibility for this examination is the age. first of all is age. 21 years to 30 years, which means if you are less than 21 years of age when the notification comes, you are not eligible to appear. Similarly, if you are above 30, let's say you are 30 years and 1 day or 2 day, you are not eligible to appear. You have to be in between this gap. This is for unreserved category, which we call as the general category. Okay. There is a relaxation in the categories of OBCs, SC, STs and PWDs. This is like as per the standards in usually examinations is there. So if you are OBC, you'll get a relaxation of 3 years, and if you are belonging to SC ST category, you will get a relaxation of 5 years, and different relaxations for the military personals are also there. For the people with the disabilities, they will get 10 years, 13 years and 15 years relaxation. Basically 10 year is the relaxation that you get being a general. Being an OBC, you will get 10 plus 13, because 10 is, if a PWD is there, then 10 years relaxation is there, but the person is PWD plus general, so 10 years. PWD plus OBC 13, PWD plus SC or ST, तो 5 years add हो जाएंगे, है ना? So this is the relaxation that you get in the age if you are appearing for the NABARD examination. But there is another qualification that you need to keep in mind: your education. Yes, so I think this is very crucial to know that if you have any bachelor's degree, you are eligible to appear in the examination, which means the exam is not only for the people who have agri background. This you have to understand. Usually people feel that I do not have this background, or because NABARD post is there, so I need some specific degree. No, if you are a bachelor's with any degree with a minimum of 60% marks, this is again for UR, unreserved category, you are eligible to appear. Or if you have a PG degree, post graduation degree, then also you are eligible to appear. There you have to get 55% marks. Okay, so this is like, if you have both, let's say, then of course your higher degree will be counted. If you apply with both the degrees, then PG degree will be calculated. So this is the qualification. So any degree you have done, BA, BCom, you have done BSc, BTech, you are a CA, you have done law, you are eligible to appear for this examination, right? For a general post. Also, this is important because here the percentage is defined. So if you have a degree which your university used the CGPA criteria and not the percentage, then do not worry. Then also the NABARD has defined the criteria. If they do not have their own criteria, they have written, they means who? If your board or your university did not have their own criteria to change the percentage into the CGPA into percentage, then this criteria will be used, according to which 6.75 is 60%. Okay, this criteria will be used. If they have their own criteria of converting CGPA to percentage, then NABARD has no problem in accepting that also. Okay, pretty clear. That was about your qualification. One last thing I'd like to mention is the number of attempts. You'll be surprised to know there is no limit on the number of attempts. Until you attain the age of 30, you can give as many attempts you can, which precisely means we do not want you to give like so many attempts. We want you to clear the examination pretty soon if you're a sincere candidate, and you clear also. There are many people who have cleared this examination soon, so there is no bar on the number of attempts you can take. ठीक है, तो do not save your attempt that I'll not waste my attempt. यहाँ पे कोई bar नहीं है. ठीक है. Next, third important thing, after your eligibility, I'm gonna discuss about the cutoffs, because you also want to know that what is the score I need to get. Let's say you now know the pattern of the examination, you now know that you're eligible, but before starting you ought to know that what is the target score, or how has been the cutoff, what is the difficulty level of the paper. So I have shared here 4 years marks: 2018, 19, 20 and 21. 21 being the latest. This is in red because the pattern changed in the year 2021. So if you see in phase 1, the cutoff out of 200 was 116.5. And in phase 2, it was 153, 200. 2019 May, it was 129. 154 in phase 2. 2020 में it was 118.5 and 157.75. So you see the range is not pretty high, that it is not varying from lowest to minimum. Usually if you see, it is somewhere, we can say the highest cutoff is 129. So this is the highest cutoff. Plus is not there, minus is there. Like you can go up to -10. In 2021, the pattern changed wherein the merit section was introduced basically. That sections were divided into merit and non-merit. Okay. So in this, 53.50 was the cutoff out of 100 and final was 118.42. Biggest descriptive paper was introduced. Earlier, NABARD never used to take the descriptive paper prior to 2021. They used to take the objective paper even in phase 2. But now this is the pattern and we expect this pattern to like run for coming years. Okay. In 2022 the pattern is same, 2023 it will be same. It is not gonna change pretty soon, right? So this is the cutoff, which tells you that whenever you go in the examination, you have to keep in mind that I have to score 50% above the score. If you are thinking that I'll score out of 200 में से less than 100, it is not the right score. Similarly, for this 100 section also, in the phase 1, 100 है तो उसका फिर 50%. This is the minimum score. We tell you the safe scores usually when the examination is near, so that you keep that in mind. But 50 to 60% is your bracket for the safe score that you should target. Okay. I also want to show you the sectional cutoff, because else you keep in mind that I don't know what do I need to score in computer, I don't know what do I need to score in English. So 2021 results are here in front of you. So you see, the sectional cutoff means that in every section you need to get a minimum score, which is not fixed. It will change every year depending on the difficulty level of the paper, the attempts of the people, and the number of people appearing. But a rough idea I want to give you again through this, because this does not vary quite, you know, in a very huge range. No, it does not. तो क्या होगा 2021 में क्या हुआ था? In the reasoning, if you see, you got 3.75 as the sectional cutoff. That means if you get 3.75 या plus marks, reasoning clear हो गया. English language में से 30 में से था 11.25. Computer में 3.25. Quants में क्या था? 5. Decision में making में 1.25 out of 10. GA it was 3. ESI it was 4.50 and here it was 6.50. Right, so this is the minimum score you need to get in every section. Let's say you get very high score in all the sections, but one subject में you flunk. Let's say here you get just 5, तो आप disqualify हो जाते. So that is why you need to get a decent score in every section. ठीक है जी? This is one thing. Also, this is sectional. Full cutoff, as I said, is different. So full cutoff was 53.50, which I've told you already. I am considering the cutoffs for UR category, क्योंकि UR का highest होता है. If you keep that in mind, तो बाकी are actually under it only. They are assimilated in that. So this is the 2021 का cutoff, which tells you कि cutoff sectional is not very high. ठीक ठाक preparation, if you go a decent level of preparation you do and you go in the examination, there's a high chance you'll be able to sit in phase 2. You see, these are not very high. Okay, now moving on to the syllabus. अभी cutoffs देखने के बाद next very important thing is what do I need to do, madam? What क्या prepare करूँ? तो syllabus बताते हैं आपको. First we'll talk about the phase 1, of course, because we need to clear phase 1, right? तो phase 1 में there is this qualifying section. I have told you already, and qualifying means non-merit and the other section is merit. This is merit simply because score is calculated based on merit section. बाकी सब में तो sectional cutoff you require. So for the qualifying section, NABARD has not given any specific syllabus. They have just given the subjects का name, quant, reasoning, decision making, computer, English, ऐसे सिर्फ नाम दे दिया है. But we have been analyzing your papers from past so many years. We have been living this examination इतने सालों से, तो we know what is the requirement of this examination, which is here in front of you. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this particular, pause the video and take a screenshot. Or you can also download the PDFs from the Telegram channel. So this PDF will be available. Telegram channel join करने के लिए जाना पड़ेगा description box में. वहाँ पे link is given. Join it and the PDF you can avail. Okay. सो क्वांट में ये सारे टॉपिक्स आर देयर दैट यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर. परसेंटेज, प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट, रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन, सिंप्लीफिकेशन, सिंपल कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट, टाइम एंड वर्क, तो ये सब आप देख लेना. ठीक है. रीजनिंग के भी देर आर टॉपिक्स दैट आर लिस्टेड, 16 टॉपिक्स. अल्फाबेटिकल सीरीज, अल्फा न्यूमेरिक सीरीज, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग, सिलोजिज्म, डायरेक्शन सेंस, इनइक्वालिटी, अगेन ये आप देख लीजिएगा. डिसीजन मेकिंग में बेसिक्स, टाइप्स ऑफ डिसीजन मेकिंग के अप्रोचेस, मॉडल्स एटसेट्रा, ये सब भी देखना है. कंप्यूटर नॉलेज, अगेन बेसिक्स ऑफ कंप्यूटर नॉलेज ही आता है. कंप्यूटर अवेयरनेस, हार्डवेयर, मेमोरी, सॉफ्टवेयर, ये सब चीजें. ठीक है. इंग्लिश में फिक्स्ड पैटर्न है वेर इन यू गेट अ रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, सेंटेंस रीअरेंजमेंट, यू हैव टू डिटेक्ट द एरर्स, वोकैबुलरी इज देयर व्हिच इंक्लूड सिनोनिम, एंटोनिम, वन वर्ड सब्स्टिट्यूशंस, तो ये सब आता है इंग्लिश के पेपर में. ठीक है. क्या टारगेट करना चाहिए स्कोर, ये मैंने आपको दिखाई दिया है. दिस इज लाइक इट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड, लेकिन इट विल नॉट वेरी अ लॉट. ऊपर नीचे बहुत ज्यादा नहीं जाएगा, तो आप इतना स्कोर को माइंड में रख सकते हो. ठीक है. फॉर 2023. अभी फिर दिस इज अबाउट द क्वालिफाइंग सब्जेक्ट. नाउ आई वांट टू टेक यू टू मेरिट सब्जेक्ट्स व्हिच आर जीए, एआरडी एंड ईएसआई. ठीक है. अभी इसमें से दीज टू सब्जेक्ट्स आर एक्चुअली कॉमन इन फेज 1 एंड फेज 2. You know the pattern. I have shown you that the same subjects are asked in phase 1 and phase 2. English का paper अलग होता है phase 2 में, नहीं तो same subjects are there. So that means when you are preparing for phase 1 of the NABARD examination, you are already preparing for phase 2. Same subjects है, syllabus is entirely same. There is no difference in syllabus also. Only difference phase 2 में क्या आता है? Descriptive paper लिखना पड़ेगा ना 50 marks का, और phase 1 में आपको objective ही करना है सिर्फ. phase 2 में objective is also there, descriptive is also there. But GA is the section which is exclusive in phase 1. It is not asked in phase 2. ये नहीं पूछा जाता, but still it is a merit section. तो अभी general awareness का again syllabus नहीं है, but what you can cover is current affairs. Majorly GA is current affairs. We say it is current affairs and static GK. दो सेक्शंस होते हैं which में out of which majorly paper is 15 plus marks का आता है current affairs से and 5 less marks का आता है GK से. तो if you prepare current affairs well, you will be able to answer GK questions also. How? क्योंकि जीके क्वेश्चंस यूजुअली क्या होते हैं? कंट्रीज, देयर कैपिटल्स, देयर करेंसीज, हेडक्वार्टर्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, पावर प्लांट्स इन इंडिया, चीफ मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ इंडिया, तो ये तो चेंज होते हैं यूजुअली चीफ मिनिस्टर्स, तो वो आप करंट अफेयर्स से करोगे. पावर प्लांट्स आर यूजुअली इन न्यूज, इफ यू आर कवरिंग करंट अफेयर्स प्रॉपर्ली, वो वहां से कवर हो जाएगा. तो ऐसे स्मार्टली अप्रोच करना है. विल कम विद अ सेपरेट वीडियो ऑन दैट ऑल्सो. आपको मिलेगा, कमेंट्स में भी आप लिख के बता सकते हो इफ यू वांट अ सेपरेट वीडियो ऑन दैट. ठीक है. So basically general awareness is about the current affairs which includes your banking awareness, banking abbreviations, etc. ठीक है. And अभी चलते हैं फिर two most important subjects पे, ARD and economic social issues. So this is the syllabus I have taken. Economics है and social issues है. This is the one subject. Social issues is majorly about the current issues in India. Like क्या हो सकते हैं वो? गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स और द इनिशिएटिव्स बाय द गवर्नमेंट, यही होते हैं ना जो चल रहे होते हैं, और द जनरल डेवलपमेंट्स दैट आर टेकिंग प्लेस बट दैट आर रिलेटेड टू द सोसाइटी और इकोनॉमिक्स ऑफ द कंट्री, है ना. या फिर रिपोर्ट्स आर रिलीज्ड व्हिच आर टेलिंग अस अबाउट द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ इंडिया. सो दीज आर द करंट इश्यूज इन द सोशल इश्यूज पार्ट. इकोनॉमिक्स में द पेपर इज नॉट दैट डिफिकल्ट इफ यू प्रिपेयर thoroughly अच्छे से करते हो. तो स्टैटिक क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी लेस. स्टैटिक इज सिलेबस रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्टली आर वेरी लेस. मेजरली ईएसआई पेपर इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन करंट अफेयर्स ओनली. ठीक है. वेटेजेस जैसे ही 40 मार्क्स का है फेज 1 में, तो यू कैन से 10:30. 10 क्वेश्चंस आपके यूजुअली आते हैं फॉर द स्टैटिक पार्ट और 30 आते हैं करंट अफेयर्स से. तो इकोनॉमिक सोशल इश्यूज इज मेजरली अबाउट करंट अफेयर्स, लेकिन फिर भी टू स्टडी स्टैटिक हियर आर द टॉपिक्स: नेचर ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी, स्ट्रक्चरल इंस्टीट्यूशनल फीचर्स, ओपनिंग ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी, ग्लोबलाइजेशन, रूरल अर्बन एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन, मेजरमेंट ऑफ पॉवर्टी. सो दीज आर सच टॉपिक्स. अगेन इफ यू टेक द पीडीएफ आपको मिल जाएगा, इसको अच्छे से देख लेना. अभी इसमें से वन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज देयर, द कंप्लीट ईएसआई सिलेबस is not that important. कुछ चैप्टर्स हैं जो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, few chapters are there which are less important, but all in all this is the syllabus which is hovering around social issues भी. ठीक है. एग्रीकल्चर का सिलेबस है थोड़ा बड़ा, बट अगेन इसमें भी यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड 2020 rule. 2020 rule is current affairs 20, static 20. तो दिस व्हाट यू सी द कंप्लीट सिलेबस, इसमें से 20 क्वेश्चंस ही फेज 1 में आते हैं, ठीक है। तो सॉइल एंड वाटर कंजर्वेशन, वाटर रिसोर्सेज, फार्म एंड एग्री इंजीनियरिंग, प्लांटेशन हॉर्टिकल्चर, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री, फिशरीज, फॉरेस्ट्री, एग्री एक्सटेंशंस, इकोलॉजी, क्लाइमेट चेंज, प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो, दिस इज बेसिकली करंट अफेयर्स, ये ठीक है। सो दिस इज द सिलेबस आउट ऑफ विच, जैसे ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है, सॉइल वाटर कंजर्वेशन, प्लांटेशन हॉर्टिकल्चर, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री, अगेन फ्यू टॉपिक्स आर मोर इंपॉर्टेंट, ठीक है। वाटर रिसोर्सेज भी है भाई, ओके। सो दीज आर द सिलेबस टॉपिक्स ऑफ द एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट. द पेपर इज ऑफ जनरल नेचर, इट इज नॉट एन एक्सपर्टीज लेवल पेपर दैट यू हैव टू गो अंदर जाके a lot of things are to be covered. Like in our course, let's say we have covered this entire syllabus for descriptive as well as objective in a span of 20 chapters. So if you cover those 20 chapters, हो गया preparation done. Similarly ESI के लिए भी we have divided 21 chapters, वो किया, syllabus done, which will include your objective and descriptive part, ठीक है। So rural development भी है, हाँ यहाँ पे एक rural development, although is the questions are less in number, but still the concept of rural area, the structure of the rural economy, rural population, ये सब are to be covered, right? So this is the syllabus of ESI as well as ARD. I want you to know that phase 1 and phase 2 have integrated preparation. So this is a wonderful examination wherein when you prepare for one phase, that means you're making your chances of phase 2 preparation also high, ठीक है। So this is one thing that you need to keep in mind. This is the syllabus, okay, that you can avail from the PDF also. Now I'll tell you the vacancies. As I said, I'll tell you all the things of the examination, and then at the end I'll tell you the vacancies for the 2023 examination. So when I say that 2023 examination vacancies are there, you must be thinking that, ma'am, how do you know how many vacancies are there? So everything that I have discussed with you is based on a logic. It's not my random made logic, it's a logic which is driven from the analysis of this paper. Complete पूरा paper का analysis from past so many years. You see जितने years दिख रहे हैं, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, ये सारे सालों से EduTap has been analyzing this paper. We have been guiding students for this examination with the, I would say, wonderful result. We are like thankful to God to be able to produce the best result for the NABARD examination along with RBI and SEBI also definitely. तो देखो 2022 में the number of vacancies were 161. Notification आया था 18th जुलाई को, like the notification जो like release हुआ था कि 18 जुलाई 2022 को. 2021 में the vacancies were 148. Notification was in 17th July, ठीक है। 2020 में vacancies were 69, फिर 79, then prior to that 92, 91, 100. तो basically it has been the lower limit has been in 2022 जो 69 हो गया था, but अभी हम 161 तक पहुंच गए हैं. तो we are expecting the number of vacancies to be around obviously 100 plus. अब ये कितना ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है. And if the cycle for the 2022 which is currently ongoing, if completes on time, which we expect to complete by April 2023, तो बस कभी भी फिर आप उसके बाद में नोटिफिकेशन एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। सो दैट वाज अबाउट द कंप्लीट इन्फॉर्मेशन ऑफ NABARD ग्रेड ए. आई रियली होप यू फाउंड दिस वीडियो विच वी हैव मेड विद अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट, अ लॉट ऑफ एनालिसिस, आपको काफ़ी पसंद आई, काफ़ी फ़ायदा दे. इफ़ यू फाउंड द वीडियो यूजफुल, डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू मेंशन इन द कमेंट्स. दैट इज़ आवर मोटिवेशन टू ब्रिंग मोर क्वालिटी वीडियोज़ फॉर यू. If you have any doubt in mind, do not hesitate to mention in the comments. For few days we will be hovering around and will be replying over comments. बाद में देखते हो वीडियो तो drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. We'll be happy to help you. If you have any query, drop us an email. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the very best for the upcoming examinations.